Strike first here on their opening drive. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
We all know that Myles Garrett was drafted #1 in the NFL for his ability to get to the quarterback. That's his stock in trade. But the underrated part of his game, plays well against the run, knows how to hold the point of attack.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coach...
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way.
Hey, 0-0-0. Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Go. He's coming, double up. Hey, he's right.
From the shotgun, Wilson steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides when under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Olivier Vernon. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, 58 is a mic. Hustle. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hold up. 58 is a mic. 3 bud. Good tight.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Olivier Vernon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term, complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. There we go. Slam.
At the 10-yard line.
Pistol. Mike 5-4.
On 2nd and 9. Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That's the game of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
180! Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
That's good for a Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's going to be a long day. Shift. Hey. Keep going, boys. It's moving. Mike's 50, Mike.
Pistol.
Watch the screen.
Bravo.
Mike 50.
From the 38, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Hey, 133.
Shift.
Hurry.
Hold.
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Yeah, baby.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
54. You ain't going nowhere.
Check.
Run.
Check out.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
You don't want no problems with me.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And Callaway taking it in left side. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Mayfield with it once more. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Fourth down, Mayfield. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Look at this, a tight end carry. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
It'd be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked him down in a hurry.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Double time. Hey, regular. Switch.
A 1st down carry here for Johnson. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 36, Mayfield, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Mayfield off the play fake. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. So that'll back them up 5.
Oh, let's go, D. That's what I'm talking about, D. That's what I'm talking about.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now it's Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Jaron Brown, the intended target, and it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Seahawks on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. Wilson. They set up the screen to Penny. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. Now the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Callaway on the return. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
All day, defense, all day.
Play fake, Mayfield. And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They come out here in the I.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
They'll run it with Johnson. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
On 2nd down now, Muhammad, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, and the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Seahawks, nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's going to get taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Seahawks.
On first down, Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joe Schobert leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Browns. 30, 20, 10, 5. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's Wilson to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Christian Kirksey in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 40 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Double tight, double tight. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon. And this Browns defense stands tall. So they finally get their first trip to the red zone, and it ends with nothing.
And that's what I'm going to focus on with you, because you teed it up really well. Finally get to the red zone. So there's got to be a little bit of frustration because they haven't moved the ball as well as they wanted to all game. Now they get there, but we got to go for it because we don't know if we can get back here again.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Cyprien. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
In your face.
Alert. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic. Stay with your man.
58's the mic, 58.
Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now from Jacksonville. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run with Muhammad. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From the 36, Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, it's Johnson. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Army. Watch out, watch out.
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Twist.
6-6, pull it high.
Mayfield looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's make these babies cry. Hurry!
On second down, Johnson. Tackle made by Ziggy Ansah.
Well, partner, Marvin, our number 1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. He finds Beckham complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Good. 180. 55. Hurry. 55.
Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Watch 55.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
Don't let him breathe.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 38, Wilson. And the tight end Dixon left side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
A gain of 15. And the Seahawks 1st down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, baby.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
Hey, 0.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson, flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Set, 180. Watch, hurry.
Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
I got you.
On 1st down, Johnson. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Check 9, check 9.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 2. Again, it's Johnson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over 1 minute to go in the game. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Hooked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
I got you. Check 3.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 29-yard line.
Check 52.
They go to Johnson again. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
He was brought down by Ezekiel Ansah. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 9.
55, my God, 55. Cut.
Hey, exit.
Mark 55.
Hurry.
I'm scared.
Mayfield on play action. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tedrick Thompson picks it.
Don't pull this way.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Cleveland, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2 and 4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.